Hello my friends, and welcome back to another Nuuly try on. Why I lift this up, this doesn't indicate anything, but here we are. It comes in this. I use a subscription company, clothing company called Nuuly. I've been doing it for almost a year. I make these videos pretty consistently every month. I did skip last month. That was an error on a card formatting issue and a pregnancy brain, but here we are. Your clothes come in this, which is why I lift this up. It's pretty cool. And then they give you a tag to return it. You have to head over to UPS to drop it off. That's the only pain in the ass. I kind of wish it was just postal service, but that's my own personal preferences. So anyways, it's great. The service is $88 unless you have a promo code, and I will use my $10, or I will leave a $10 off promo code, user generated. This is totally not sponsored. I just have really fallen in love with this service, although I have some things to say, so stay tuned for that, that maybe aren't the most positive about it, but like any service, there's so many pros and cons. Just like, you know, going out and buying clothes, there's so many pros and cons too, to that. So anyways, where was I? Returning back. Oh yeah, so I've been doing this for like over a year. I think it's great. The service is $88 unless you use a promo code like I mentioned before, and you get 6 items for the month. You can also pay an additional cost to get 2 additional items, like bonus items, which, you know, I never do, but I feel like this time around, since I am entering into the maternity line and like sizing, it probably would have behooved me to spend the money on 2 more items to really be able to utilize and figure out like where I fit in terms of sizing. As you're gonna see today, I'm like very much in between sizes. I am a petite gal. I'm 5'1", and I like Nuuly because they have a petite line, but as I'm like entering into maternity clothes, I just can't quite figure out my sizing, and I think I'm learning that maybe I don't necessarily need maternity clothes. I just need to size up from like my regular size in petite clothing. I'm working through it, and over the next couple of months, I would love to go into Old Navy, to Gap, to H&M, and to Pea in the Pod. Those were all like suggested to me in terms of great places to go for maternity lines, specifically for petite gals. So will you guys please join me on that journey? Come into the room with me. I think it would be better for me to just like go into the store and try on things. This is all to say, I gave it my best shot this month on Nuuly, and I'm starting to pop, but I'm not fully popped, so I'm really in this in-between stage. So let me just show you what I got. Also, this is applicable to you whether or not you're pregnant, if you're just interested in this service, and or, quite honestly, I will leave the links to all the items down below. All these pieces are available for purchase. You can either buy them on Nuuly used, or like in store. Like a lot of this stuff is like Free People stuff that is just available for rentals on this service. So maybe you've been checking out these items just generally speaking and wanted to see it on someone. So here you go. I am your someone. I'm gonna step back now. I'm like super chatty today. I wore this in another video and someone was asking about it. This is a rental and it's really quite cute. I don't think obviously I would pair it with these pants because of the way that this falls on the pants and the way the pants fall. It makes me look 15 times wider than I actually am right now. I'm sorry, sweet friend. I've been wearing this with leggings and it's really doing it for me around the house. It's just a great thing. I feel like of all the items, spoiler alert, that I got, this has been the most useful thus far. It's just nice to have something cute and fun to throw on that makes you look like somewhat put together but without like any effort, you know what I mean? It's just an alternative to a sweatshirt essentially. So that's cute, and I wanted in theory to wear it with these pants, but these are maternity pants and I really am not getting the hang of the maternity pant fit. I can't figure it out and I just don't like them so far, if I'm being quite honest. I thought these would be very cool. The reviews were pretty good. The thing about maternity pants is that they all hang, like they're all like low rise, which I guess it now is like in style, but they do that so that your tummy can hang over, which is exceptionally awesome in pajamas. like at nighttime. I love it. I just want like to let it all hang out. But it's just like not really, excuse me, it's like not really working for me in terms of like wearing out pants, because they were just constantly falling down. Like at first I put this on and I'm like, okay, cute, but first and foremost, you need to get the right top. Like this obviously doesn't work. I don't know, guys. Am I overthinking this? Like they're cute, and then I like wore these literally just to take the dog for a walk, and by the end of the walk, they're like falling off of me because they don't have anything to like hold on to. You know what I'm saying? I think next up I gotta just try those ones that like pull up, have like the stretch and like pull up all over your body, all over, just full. There seems to be 3 different types of maternity pants. Some that just like literally hang low like this, some that have the extra little stretch on the side, or some that have the full like whoop thing. And I think I need the like whole full whoop thing. You know what I'm saying? It's also hard because you're growing up here, but your legs are pretty much the same. Like I feel like my legs are gaining a little bit of weight, but like overall it's mostly in here. So it's just like, I don't know. If anyone has suggestions as to where to get like good maternity pants, let me know. But again, I think I'm like really thinking that maybe I just need to just size up from my regular pant size. I mean, even over the course of wearing these on camera, and I haven't even done much movement, these are already like falling off. So I think these are a no-go for me, but let's read about both of these items, specifically this, because this is pretty cute. They have a pretty good app. I like to use the computer to like do the online shopping browsing thing, but ooh, the spring shop just popped up. Cute. Okay, so this is the Heart Pullover by Molly Bracken. It's $57, but they're offering it if you wanted to buy it. Like if I was like, oh, I love this so much, I want to keep it, for 11% off. That's $50.73. And I got it in just a regular small. So it clearly like runs big. I actually thought this was the medium. I could have sized down, quite honestly. This is cute though. I would consider re-renting this next month just as a good like throw on. Pretty cute. The reviews are great. Not much more to say about that. Here's these pants. Okay, these are the Maternity Drawstring Boyfriend Jeans by Ingrid and Isabel in an extra small maternity. Originally $98, you can buy them for 10% off at $88.20. I mean, if these are the extra small, I can't even imagine. I mean, maybe next month they'll fit better. I don't know. It's a real shame because I like the idea of them and I like the look of them, but yeah, they're just falling all over. So there's that. While I'm in this though, I will put on this jacket that I think you might have seen on camera or at least on Instagram. It's been cold and rainy here in LA and I just wanted to rent another great thing to like throw on to take the dog out for a walk, something lightweight but also warm enough. And I think this is so very cute. I will say it's certainly not as warm as I wanted it to be. This is non-maternity. I don't think I actually, just so you know, everything else is not maternity. I just sized up, I think, in pretty much everything. So keep that in mind. This is super cute. Definitely not warm. Like, not warm in the slightest. It's very thin. This wool part or this fuzzy part, not wool, whatever this is, it's not on the inside. So like, it's more just aesthetically warm looking. It's just like putting on a jean jacket, in my opinion, in terms of like heaviness and warmth, but it is waterproof material. So now as it starts to like warm up a little bit, this will be a perfect coat, but I feel like I should have gotten something a little heavier this month. But I certainly dig the look of it. I think it's so cute. This is the Quilted Sherpa Mix Coat by Sanctuary. I love the brand Sanctuary. This is in an extra small, so keep that in mind. I mean, it's pretty big for an extra small. It retails at $180. They're offering it 47% off and $95.40. So yeah, it's super cute. I definitely think this would be a good like spring coat. I guess it looks a little bit too heavy for a spring, like transitioning into spring, and or a layered coat. Like you certainly need to layer if you want to remain warm, in my purse opinion. Okay, we've got 3 more items to try on. And I have a lot to say. Let's do this. Ahoy, mate, who wants to go hunting, crocodile hunting? Not me, especially not in this outfit. What was I thinking? I thought this was gonna be a good idea because there's room for bump, but like this is so big and like so bulky. Okay, here's the thing. What I was saying before, first of all, it kind of sucks because unless you really understand your size per different brand on this thing, like if you miss for the month. Like you could in theory return everything, but then you'd have to pay again, like double for the month if you wanted to get a whole nother shipment. So, you know, that's the pro or the con essentially with this service. But once you start to figure out actually what your size is and you start to learn their brands and you know what your size is for those brands or what brands to avoid, and if you're really diligent about reading the reviews, then it's great because you're not spending more than that $88 or, you know, give or take a little bit per month on clothes. And like I find that I'm like not buying new clothes at all. Now with pregnancy it's a little bit different because I'm trying to like actually find stuff that fits, which is like I do have to dip in and like pay a little bit for that. But before that I really was just using this rental service, like barely ever buying new stuff. So there's pros and cons to it. The other thing is with their new stuff that comes out, it's awesome because it comes new with tags, but then there's no reviews because no one's had time to review them. So you're kind of like going in blind. So I, in theory, loved the idea of this. Oh, there's pockets, which is so cute. I mean, you know, the cut is just a little bit tough on me, and this is actually a petite sizing. So I was thinking the cut would be a little bit better. I guess in theory I could have sized down. Let's take a read of it. I think when I get a little bit bigger, it could be really cute. I love the idea of it, but it just doesn't fit me, honestly. And also, it's so loud. It's like windbreaker material that you like could hear me coming from like a mile away. But let's read about it. And I think the mistake I make is that the Anthropologie stuff, for me, even in petite, is just too much material. It always has been, it always will be. Free People errs on the side of too much material, in my opinion, as well. So you just need to know that. Like, I just need to stop with the Anthropologie rentals. There's so many other brands on Nuuly that I can rent. I really just need to stop with the Anthropologie. I just like the aesthetic of it so much, it just doesn't work on me. I need to know that. Oh, this is mauve, which I do think is Anthropologie or Free People. Someone let me know. And I have rented from them. You guys, this is an extra small petite. That's wild. This is not an extra small petite in any which way. Even lengthwise, it's pretty long. It's like a tea dress. That's just not where it's at, you guys. And I honestly retails for $160, which is nuts. They're offering it for 39% off, $97.60. Come on, little camera, you can focus. You can focus in on the absurdity of this. Yeah, so, I mean, I guess I couldn't have sized down unless they had an extra small petite. But even then, I mean, it's just wild. There's just nothing more to say than this dress is wild. I love the idea of it again, but it ain't where it's at. Speaking of ain't where it's at, let me try on this next dress, which is for sure an Anthropologie dress, and I can just show you what I mean about Anthropologie stuff just simply having too much fabric. Can you tell that I'm mad that I did a bad job at ordering this one? I'm usually pretty good. I usually will like maybe have 2 pieces that don't work, but I'm really missing the mark this time around. Okay, had to take a break to charge my camera and also take the dog for a walk. So instead of putting on the dress, I left that for last. I threw this on because I knew that this was going to be warmer. It's very cold outside. Anyways, you might recognize this piece. I actually have rented this before. What I ended up doing is sizing up one size this time around, and I really didn't need to do that. I think this is so cute, and if you're in need of a jumper, I mean, I can't suggest this enough, or a romper, whatever you like to call these, a one piece, a onesie. It's just so cute. I just simply like there's too much material. There is a drawstring so I can pull it in, but I should have revisited the video in which I rented this last time to really see how it fit. I probably, had I done that, I would have known I didn't need to size up. It's just like way too big on me, but I love this, and I am tempted to rent it again back in the original size. Let me read about it. I've actually seen this on several girls that I like on Instagram who own this piece. And it's just every time I see it on camera or in a picture, I'm just like so in love with it. Let me read about it. These are the Mathew Floral Coveralls. The brand is Rachel Antonoff, size small, so I must have gotten an extra small last time. It retails for $320. You can get it now 67% off at $105.60, which actually, if I wasn't like growing and changing, I would maybe consider doing had I picked the right size, because that's a really good deal for something like this. But this is why I like this service in terms of a pro. You get to wear stuff that you maybe otherwise wouldn't spend the money on. Like I would never spend $300 on literally anything. So to be able to wear quality material but not pay quality price, I just think that's wonderful. Again, I really wish, I guess I mean I could pull this off. Like it's not like offensively large on me. I just definitely know the size down looked a lot cuter on. Okay, hopping in to the last item. Like I said, it's a Free People dress with lots of material. Let's talk about it. Let's discuss. All right, I fully admit when I'm wrong, or when I am being hyperbolic or a little dramatic. Okay? I ain't too proud to say otherwise. This is actually not as bad as I thought it was when I first unboxed it. It's still definitely like very roomy, but it does not compare to that crazy tan Curious George outfit I had on earlier. You know, it's just definitely like she is wearing a muumuu, but like a sexy muumuu. I wouldn't wear this out, is what I'm saying. Like, it's not something that I think is like, I don't know, maybe it's a beach cover-up, maybe it's a good maternity dress like down the line. I think especially for an Anthropologie price point, which obviously I'm not paying the price point, which again is the pro of this service, this is just like not worth it. And you know, I just feel like it's kind of a waste of a rental for me for this month. I suppose I could just wear it around the house as a very fancy like night dress, house dress. It's a little bit silly in my opinion, but let's read about it in case you're like, no, 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 it's great. Which sometimes I have to admit also, I'll go back and like with all my try on videos in the edit and I'll be like, actually that's like way cuter like now that I'm seeing it on camera and like objectively like taking a step back, not like first opinion right when I put it on. Sometimes I'll look back and be like, oh, that's not that bad. We'll see. Let's read about it. This is the High Summer Maxi Dress, Jen's Pirate Booty in an extra small. Not a petite though, so maybe that's where I went wrong. $187 is what it retails for. You can get it now for 42% off. $108. So there you go. The reviews on it didn't mention it being this big. I think I had an instinct that it was going to be, but here we are. Also, now that I just read about that, is it Anthropologie? Am I losing my mind? Is that an Anthropologie brand? Let me know. I mean, I want to love it. I really do. I love the color and the print of it. And I like the idea of it. Also, like, I am fully aware that this is, sorry, I'm retying it, that this is like the style. You know, these like Juliet type dresses. But if you've watched some of my past try-ons, I've had a little bit more success. I actually ended up buying one of this style dresses, but it was just a little bit more fitted. Yeah, I guess if I went down like one size, if that was an option, it would work. But I think I just need to stop with these kind of dresses. Sad face. So there you go. This was my least successful Nuuly try-on I've ever had. And that's saying a lot because it's been like a year plus. This is, but I do really feel strongly this was the worst purchase of all. But that's okay because, you know, I am still trying to like figure out where I fit, what size I am, etc., etc. And I'm just gonna embrace the chaos because that's all you can really do. Just embrace the chaos, my friends. I hope that you guys enjoyed this regardless, and it gave you some insight into how this subscription works, pros, cons, etc. If you have any suggestions as to where you want me to shop next, what you want me to rent next, anything, let me know in the comments below. I am here to try all this out so you don't have to. I love you guys so very much. I just like hanging with you. So thanks for hanging, and I will see you next time. Goodbye. Should I wear this around the house to edit in? I mean, that is like pretty epic. Just like fancy lady dress. I think I might. Okay, bye.